mapankwa.
Yena wase ema umo se ugusu awoshe ITV nunsiano enya bo apa ho enunti ye kasebo ne twato kwa ene de eba besomo na hye nso se kasebo ebu benye bia hye ewo Facebook ena fe YouTube ITV Ghana na kasebo enumre ensem bia obeti wo mu bie ene se eya KNUST siapono ayenhwehwemu a emu nsem eye wanwan yie pa
Sanso ena kase mu no beti se adehia wonum ewo elubo ede wo ye chechenchenche ehhehye so eneni na efa boda mpenfo atum no ehu
na agenda 111 hospitals a aban ese wo ba besi no wo pani bi akasa ede afa ho a wo se wo sori etiasa ade ya eyade abaye pa ena ta weni ase
ene se wo hwa wo my Ghana fana bebre na osio egugu ewo ho nam so akopie mu asante mantom a ensuo etoye no asem esi wo no enye asem keto a
ensemwe eka enigide ensem eho amahodo de eka ho sanso na agudie mu nsem so yede eba besomo enunti yeso se wo begibre na watwen ye hwitia wemi na yentwa ye ho yemra na yenhye kasebo na ase na ya yede kasebo ebe eyeme afia ma mo mene
dache hima afia akonya busun agi akonya na tena so ye ba sisi a ye ba ye de nsem no emu nkyeremu ebe ba beso afe kasebo no emu entremu enie adehia wonum ewo elubo enedei wondo ye chekese pa ede hihye so amrahye bedwani a wono ewo dwomoro eye maame doctors afutofi wono so ede ne hu agimu ni na ene se wono twese aban ato eye bodani mu ache dodo anu ntinu wombie emfama wono
Isha wo Ketu South a ewo voter region eye oye chira efa aflawo border wonum ebie eye na wochi etwe mu no sansu na asitna ewo aflawo adishia ewo elubo enso kasafa land borders a wonum atum de biara eye ade a eha wono asitna ye wo kwanbone so ewo nkomo twitwe mu no mrahye bedwani a owo dwomoro eka se land border wotumu no eye ade a edi ahunyehi abaye eji nipa dodo nkwa crossing COVID-19.
This demonstration because the land borders in Ghana have been closed for way too long. It's been almost 2 years. Our people at the border towns are suffering. As you can tell, people are crying. People that went for bank loans cannot repay. Lives have been lost. Marriages have been broken. People are committing suicide. The whole town is getting into like a ghost place because people are moving out of this place. So people are suffering. They can't pay school fees. Marriages are just turning apart. A lot of things are happening. A lot of hardships. So we are doing this demonstration to tell the government that he should really pay attention and do something about the reopening of the borders because it's been closed for way too long. The airports are reopened, but the land borders have not been opened, and it's really affecting the livelihood of our people. We've done everything. As a member of parliament, I did a statement. I called on the interior minister to ask him about the closure of the border. Nothing has been done. So we are hoping that by doing this demonstration, it will help us, the government, to really hear us to do something. And that is why we are doing this demonstration. It's a peaceful one. We are only pleading to the government, our father, Akufo-Addo, to do something because people are really, really, really suffering at the border towns. You can tell a lot of people are crying. Things are happening. Lives are being
Koforidua District Court B eno ewo Eastern Region epue mantem wonum e de ababe to just one san aka eye abranti a wode sekan edwudwa eye NPP Communications Officer woda Lower West Achim eye Bernard Kwesi amweni ni team no.
Jamalo wono akasa ede no ho ekos hum police eye ukwada no awokono wone eye party executive ana ekoye no woche womo ma womo ede nsem no ema ne ko CID regional headquarters eye anopa no na sesie no woma yenhyehyede a wobekọ akopiem ewo Kokwase magistrate court his lordship Eric Denin ana wobedi sa asem no Samuel Kofi Ejeyi sesie no sobo wodi abone sem watching akodia ni nyina etia eye section 70 ewo criminal offenses ewo act 1960 act 29 eno etrese enya ade a womo ebeyi no edi free eye police station honomo emfa ho ene chelpa hodo a wapa ana afei lawyers ahodo a womo na chief state attorney edi atudwa wo trese sedie asem no etie no eni enyan pa eye aninti enya ade a wombema ho kwan womo ebeyi no free eye police asueye kopim se womo ebehwehwe nsem na afei nso womo ebua nefo ne krakra mu no ana his lordship Eric Denin wasan ya twe asem no edi akọ 7 September eno nso wobe etenase na wasan ahwe nsem no emu
ene anopei wo oman Ghana mu ha no ememra bebre na ena esio etoy wo ho nenam so ema bepiem ewo enkwanpompuni mantom ena afenso no asante mantom a ensio etoy no eyade a ayiri afefa emiamia bebre
Oponglo ana afe yakwan ahodo no na emu abobini nyina ne se womo akwan no enye enenam so ma traffic ahodo nso esiye na adrobafo a womo ewo hawo echirema akwan no ada ho no mbebru mfie bebremu aban ahodo ana womo abaso nanso womo entumi enhwe emma akwan no ntotoye no bibibiara endeda na akwan so ani nyina no eye ohawo na womo chirema traffic aso ano no beye sedon hwiri mienu ana womo ejina ma eno akoya hawa womo de subuo ni nyina no elbo engineers a womo ewo man mu a dane de nyina no womo di oman no hwambom okwan no abeye ohawo kese pa a eda womo so wenanam so asensuo to na se akwan yi eyira ema womo ntumi enko mmia ya hodo mpese womo kọ ekodru intentem a wo kire mu se eho benyia se mpenifo ewo man yi mu a womo ekebia ewomu no wombehwe na akwan no ntutuye no wometumi aye ewo no kwan so fix the country no ehu hia pa ye esanse sempenifo ntumi anya enema esefate wo manmu adane de nyina Ghana ebeye tesede etie ya na insu eto ye na nya nkranko asante mantemu eye Kumase nso womo so de sobo ebo asoafo ahodo a womo ewo manmu se womo anya womo ntutuye eye ewom se womo etuato eye womo adwuma sede se nanso womo haw ene amane a womo ennemu no womo entumi emwa womo enkenka ene womo akwan enam se insuoi ato na eyirinti eye Kumase ana afei Accra akwantempo no so no ekwan no esi asese no eye single lane ana womo nyina no enemu a wo kire sese no adrobafo a womo etu kwan akọ nkran akọ Kumase no sese no womo nyina no enam single lane no mu sade be obi abekọ akọdru bebia esese wokọ anya sa enam se nsuo yi ato na eyiri no anhwa no mo ntumi ankọ bia ya womo pese womo ekodru.
Right Reverend Professor Joseph Obi Yeboamante eno eye moderator at General Assembly of Ghana eye Asimpraso Presbyterian Church na wodi sembi out to ja watch say Ghana yehia ayaresabia ewo memu enti obi amo ne humodin ase wobeboa mampani na agenda 111 no etumi ewie peye wosan eto anensem no so etrese wa wo be sorry etia saade no eyade ana obenfo ena we
No Ankasaka once and said, Omoye 111 health units. Ghana Hangina. It be a district hospitals, it be a clinics. Now, chairman, I am a one Ghana Hand said, Yea, yet to him. Now, because of 111 health projects, now it be the Musubuafu. I don't want to go, I mean, you. Hey, yet to me, my politics did more to their point, he said, you need hospitals, Papa. Hospital ni yaka clinic ni na say obisi obeye 111 na wuti wona obuafo a wo ye beifo
Ewo Jumedie no ase no Mrashe Bedwani a owo Asin of constituency James Jachikwesin ede nanu disem etuja.
If a patient is coming to a clinic and they don't see the love or the welcoming concept of it, then first and foremost you've defeated the purpose of your center. But Praso here, I'm told by everyone, is the best quality of healthcare. It's not only the medication you get, but it's the effort and the reception you get from the administrators of the healthcare center.
Ebiono Yimano Entabi a Ojina Muma Mace Akosia Sapon. Oh yes, Central Regional Director. Esan kan Ojumedian asese. Regional Directorate no ebo homodin. Say wadi apomodin hihye a wodi agu akwan so no ebeba mu.
The ceremony we have to witness today falls perfectly in line with Ghana's Agenda 111 as well as our roadmap to achieving universal health coverage. That is to say, by 2030, all Ghanaians and all persons in the world, for that matter, to have access to affordable health services wherever they live, and that finance to not be a barrier to accessing health services.
Nekrakra munu chairman a no Jumedie ase a osanye odikro wo Asem Praso a otosudu no enso ede afutue ama administrators a omowo ayaresabia ho no.
Yeah, ama any African country akona ni mu bia no ma yen pia so na enye yi
Try home run na yen to ensem no so.
I don't fear I assembly, but I've been putting drive for me assembly. Come, my daddy. You don't for some of you for you. Oh, for I haven't to understand in a okay, that's what I mean. But see, I won't for you, but the last time I knew.
Mira, on said the Biaya Makachono. Makacho was a 5 estate and construction works. Almost assassin on mobile home they will know. Scamming to have been over to you. Uchi anu started to so ya dano assassin here the amount.
Ujidi.
Asampana make a chono. Now one my dear Minister John Cran say, assassin on Joe. Uncle Tom be make us a minimum D canto yet, where make us a minimum D canto Mira.
But the might be my mother.
What dream, mammy? Not 5 estate and construction works, Miss Row.
I like my jewelry. How are you,
Some catch you. Make a now pursue now we say. Mira, 5 estate construction works there. So we pass us here. Woman, when all my dear press, I am a almost assassin, and who to say Boko, Okota, problem Pia, anyway. Actually, Nasicano so, I get to area. Would you forget to see? On the more church and crank. And check no be ye fiora. And na me kunu. O mama ya e fiora.
Yet Wakase Bono Eso Media Foundation for West African one apa dwumadie bi ehun to mani na ene se wonum kasa yetia wo se emma enso so e wakwanya se wonum edi internet no anase wonum abefo kwan so a yedi dwuma no wonum so wakwanya pa ese we di saa adwuma bia no ti na wonom apa saa adwuma de hu ntoma e de ba bebo ye pa na ama national policy gap report a wonom e de ba ye enya efa ma ho no wonom e de atodwa mo bia ehunia e koso no abra wonom pa adwuma de no ho entoma no program manager Emma Abantu for Development maame Hamida Harrison wodi sam tudwa efa wo how bia ema ekomu efa ebra wonom epese wodi dwuma bi e wo abefo kwanso.
The publication highlights the gaps within the national policies in Ghana. We have talked about policies and we have talked about legislation and we have talked about laws. So actually it's looking at the gaps that exist in addressing women's rights online and what are the challenges. These challenges include non-gender-based conventions, legislations, and policies. Lack of segregated data on women, non-online protection issues, non-inclusion of non-governmental stakeholders, insufficient funding to implement women's online rights projects. So we are looking at how the paucity of funding to fund these activities. So having identified the gaps, this report also makes very useful recommendations that governments and policymakers can consider and also use to inform policies, shape policy discourse, and reforms regarding women's rights online. It is hoped that this document will sufficiently contribute to making national policies more gender responsive and sensitive. On this note, I declare this research report on women's rights online in Ghana, national policy gaps and recommendation by Media Foundation for West Africa duly launched.
Kwantrefo Penny Mitra Executive Director wono eneda Media Foundation for West African Suleiman Brahima wone so dinsem etodwa ewodwumedie nase a wotremu ese
the resources that we have, we are making sure as and when we have the liberty to decide, we would make sure we are allocating considerable resources to activities that are aimed at empowering women within the digital space. And that is why we're having a conversation like this, for example, supported by the Web Foundation, where we've done analysis to try and identify what the policy gaps are that is not helping more women to catch up in terms of the digital revolution and the digital journey that we are on. We are not doing this here in Ghana alone. We are doing the same thing in Liberia and in Sierra Leone, and resources permitting, we may add on a few, one or two Francophone countries in the region. Part of the reasons why we are where we are is that, one, when it comes to digital literacy, women are behind. When it comes to digital skills, women are behind. When it comes to security and safety, women are the most victimized in terms of harassment online, abuses online, and so on and so forth. So everything is not just going well in terms of women. And we cannot but begin to fight to demand that the right things are done.
Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Womu School of Public Health, ebeto just say COVID area no unity a enya nuafofo eye Delta variant no ene wo ye wadwen se wo ye nhwehwemu bi e de afa eye borders a ya tutum no eho na wonum ensa e ka bibisro nkokra na no e kire se tobacco a e wo Ghana memu hanum se ye dwaso no emu 53.5% enye mrakwan so kra ene nam a e de bepie mu omemu ha.
Abra wonom ede ensem bi eto dwa efa dwumadi a ene hwehwemu a wonom aye wopese opa ho ntoma ede kire wiase afa na nyina mekire research a wonom aye ede afa tobacco control program eho ena Dr. Atisai ede to dwa se wonom hwehwemu a woye ede fa tobacco ho no eyade ha adwiye papa na ne nyina no wonom ehu se empenfo emfa enyoma entoto apono so ena afeso ya hia hodo wo mamu so no enhyehyɛ yo se empenfo edi so ho no enye no ena wonum edi so no ti na nam so a saade yi ekoso efa tobacco ne mu no ena wo se Food and Drugs Authority FDA ena afeso aban no e wo se wonum ede enyoma etoto akwan mu a wo bibia obefa kwan bone so ede tobacco aba wo mamu ena afeso emre da ho ema wonum ede tobacco ho dwan wo a wani so no esese wonum de asotwe kese pa ede komawo na nea ekoso yi etu etwakra ewo man emu encheye ena Food and Drugs Authority edibetu dwase sabredie wonum eguso etoto nyoma wo ba beyir emramu kete edi ama wonum ma hye edi ato ho ama wonum edi tobacco ho dwuma wondi so no yede ebetwe wonum aso a eno no wode sensem we etudwa ewo UN Convention program bi ekoso ase na eno ena enam so a Miss Olivia Ejekumwa Boaten wono ena ye Chief Regulatory Officer ena afeso no Head of Tobacco and Substance Abuse Department no wadano ewo Food and Drugs Authority and wadi tudwa na mu no and was say wo hwe enhwehwemu akwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology mitre KNUST one ma ye edi afa tobacco ho a one findings abetre se wo ba wo man mu a eye won medi tobacco ho dwuma wo fa wo hanchemu aduonum miensa etripo enum mitre 53.5% tobacco wo Ghana ye dwaman so ho no won hwehwemu a wo ye no ede se tobacco control capacity program ana affairs dissemination and engagement no enyoma wonum ehu ade fam no ha dwuye pa se sabra e omui wo hwe brebone pa ene wo COVID-19 bre empenfo de nyoma gugu akwanso efa ya hia hodo wo mamu nanso na kame ayese enipa binum enam so efa kotu kwanso ede tobacco eba wo mamu enu na enam so a nya ekoso nyina no ekoso ewo man emu ensem foforo mu no Dr. Manuel Frimpong general manager woda a part-time health center and wodi afutuo ede akọ ama wonum a se ebase wonum enkodi empemu agro wo fa enuro a wogidi se ene na betimi abo wonum wabo adwuma ye papa wo mpam ni na sa de na wonum eye no enye wonum ebenya so ensunsanso daachi enu ti no obi bia entwe ne ho emfi sa de no ehu
ediane bi ti se banana granite and your friend saying asparagus nutmeg ni nyina red wine ni nyina ye ndiane a paya ne honey
any mako
ni nyina ye nke ye diane a ye normal a ye nyina ye di but say na me di kan no if you are dreaming obi na dream odi di say nduane we no any atinka obenya obi owo hu sa meko yi a wo ke chili peppers yi kura na ontimi kura kai ni bibi etwe ni desire no esi bibi so etwe atinka no edeba yes the excess use of it send me can enya breaki the all these components now it's forming my brain need to be functioning then it becomes a problem for the body say obi unso obi abodam and say yes obi enya psychological issue and as obi enamabontin so near there the hormones in the body are not responding correctly with the mind. The hormones in the body are not responding in accurate dimensions with the mind.
The hormones no
yes. Enti bodan ni betimi akwa tem esansua ewo gatemu anom but onyare. So when the chain when there is a break in the system and the nerves that connects the channels the information to the brain, when there is a break in it now, that becomes a problem, a psychological problem. Inti memani bibri wo 90% of men are omofa aphrodisiac have psychological issue. This is a serious thing.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Because sex starts from the mind. And It is the brain that works when we come to sex. So if the brain is not able to work well to make sure that the sex periods, and I say the intercourse no lasts for certain that within the shortest possible time, now not break it down, then there is a problem there. That means there's a problem in the functioning of the brain, the function of the mind. Meaning, say one of these days later, you better about the functions of the brain near the into details. I'll bet you see. So we need to make sure that the mind is in good order, and that is the key that is going to help us to have a good sex life.
Abusia dia du so dwedie ensere da na ye husima ye ba ye de beba abesun.
Adeshe mapum teseng ene mreyimu yare pi na eha enipa empomuden na enam nipa dodo na nimdia esua ewo yare hunti ama yare etna yeso eche ebewiase na yare no akan yato ho anase ama nipa no wahwere ne nkwa enunti odofo kame Dr. Ahmed Kwaku Owusu hunwo ITV fidie yiso emra ye de dwumadie sonko ayatodin apomudin ye ahonya dwumadie ebrewo kwasiade anwumre biara nonso mpamu enkosi nowotwe empamu wo sa dwumadie yisi mene adoktafoɔ nimdiefo bebre ebetena se na yaye enkyerɛkyerɛ a emudɔ yie efa yompomudin ho enunti odofo meto me nsafro kwan sonko so kame ho ewo sa adwumadie ho ITV eniemapa nko a
Share Apomidi Yahunya every Sunday 7:30 p.m. only on ITV. ITV eniemapa nko a
Ayensa Emma Wakwaba na fe yenkojide ensemu na Ghana Revenue Authority GRA wonom se wugusua any Chief Justice wura kwesi eni yeboa egusu enya nkitahudie bia enchekra no asotwema papa eno ode beko ama eye oil companies a womu entiato
General Emma Ghana Revenue Authority Reverend Amishadai Owusu Amuam na wochirema jumedia washase no sesie no womo etumi enya OMC a womo afum embra a womo entua eto ahodo a sesie no womo di womo efa emra kwanso na wochirema na nsiyemu ana tax force womo eti womo ho egu mmonten so na afei companies ahodo a na womo etika ahodo no womo kwa won so said the bayam saka no nyina no womo betumi etua efri ho no mo womo etumi di dwumedie ma bibibiara ekọ so wano na oil marketing firms ni bi wo ho no ma womo ho ekai enam dwumedie no esanse na petroleum tax ana afe levies ahodo no na eka bebre na no ewom afe nso wo kirema OMC wei akwanya wo mbetumi akọ GRA na wo metumi akotua wo mokabia wo mo ede sade beya sanyema wanina ebefri we enunti wo kirema Chief Justice sesie no enche wode wo ma wo mafum nina no wode wo mo ebefa emra kwanso na afensu wo kirema wa afimu enna kakra na edi enimu no dwumedie bi ehyaase na nina no wo mo ehwe wo ma na wo mo entua wo mo eto a wo dwumedie ni mu no womo etutu stations eno eye OMCs womo edia ni nyina no enam petroleum tax ana afa levisa eho eka na akodru eye 2 million anu wo kyerese na sika no esopa eno sisa dwumedie yi ekoso don hwirinsia eno enam soma tax force womo edi womo ho ehyemu na afenso sanyama wanyina etumi ekoso ni nyina no efa eye etu awodo a na womo entua na womo ebu emra kwanso
Yeda so awodwedie ensem emu churchofo peni edema African Research University Alliance awono nso enkane no woda woye vice chancellor Emma University of Ghana Professor Ernest Ayite wode kokobonsem de akwama ban efa development bank waye na adwese wo samba besi ewo memu nanumu no ena Professor HSS kobane sa kame ese amanyosem ena afenso wonum a aban nwuma no ebenya ensunsanso bi wonum eso
Professor Ayete development economist woni semu no wachiremu se de nam so ma development banks awodo no wo mentumi ambo wo mo modern no wo de sasubo ni nina no ebebo governance structures essence wo mo ana wo mo antutu wo mo niema afenso wachiremu se development bank Ghana wombetumi akoma ma momotumi etintima ni nyina no so wombetumi ade wo mo ho na oswafo wo hwe sikasem so any European Investment Bank EIB wo mo ekontiasia pama ni nyina no se wombetumi ahwe na Development Bank ewo omaiga no mu no emu etumi etintim sika na ehye ase no 170 million euro ni nyina no se Development Bank no ebetumi etintim afenso wachirem se sesika krabia betumi echine ne naso ni nyina ne se wobetumi ade wo ho afenso eba ne wholesale financial institution nso ni nyina no developmental investment no ebetumi aboa ewo commercial banks ahodo what is ansem when you to dra ewo development dialogue Institute of Statistical Social and Economic Research womo ehyehyeye ana afenso National Development Bank so womo ebehye na sikakrabia ahodo ewo maiga ne mu no etumi etintim na Professor Ayete Echirema DBG ebraso se omo betumi etintim na womo ada nso afenso wachiremu se semra hyebedwafo omadwen se omo betumi ahye development bank so eno emmoa emane ntumi enko nenim sanso ana civil servants nso womo nso entumi enhye banks ahodo eso eno nso ebetumi ama womo edi nkuguo na ankonkure dwumekuo nso entumi nso emmoa ewo banks ahodo esanse womo nyina no ene ade womo betumi aboa eno nti woni nsemu ana wo kire se ehu behia se eba no aban ne hyehyedi a bibi biara ebetumi akoso na ama development bank etumi ade no ho
abusia de adu so agudemu ensem enu ti ye da enu husima ye ba Tony Baby eden nsem ahodo a etwaguo ewa agudemu eba beto aso ede amamo enu ti esrew eyi wa fidie no emfa mfe ye ba sisia
from last night this I want to call me fair my deba. You do a him one aka so road dun the yam babam branch na. I been a lap pa. Oh, about na kai. Can't tie you want to be a lap pa. Po. Let up enough my what you want to do. What says come and say if you can. Wow, I'm so time. Man come to time 15. Can you no nothing. No driving on my. That will go. Hey. Yeah, we go with you now. Me lose say they believe you. Oda you are not going to believe you.
Hey, my rod, no. Me na ro.
Well, I'm gonna find them into the piano with the wood to them. It's a woman, I guess a woman no swing a lot. Oh, hey, you put it in your soup. What's your woman? Shrimp in the jasmine. When you put no by your mammy, as a man or the one or by your.
Yem Papa up to date being there. It was up to the free will yes the cow. It was the Sonadroma. It was Yem Papa on the day. The free were to Sonadroma. A corner yes than new real fruit. Some has no remain. Your body has no remain. Your body has 10 ashes. This body has been a killer you. So you have not do a survivor. Small on you, we are on you. You have not let me have our pieces. You are the bomb with super pride, yeah? Not super pride. What is sticking to you? Me has time.
Wahala for ladies yard. Welcome to ladies yard. This be the ladies yard. Trouble in ladies yard. Wahala for ladies yard.
Ladies yard every Friday 7:30 p.m. and repeat Sunday 6 o'clock p.m. only on ITV. ITV in Niamapankwa.
Say Dachima ne if you mamu if I'm a tournament number 1 Yako Cape Coast near Koshe Black Stars China or Modi 8 Ethiopia but the Minister of Youth and Sport Mustafa Yusuf Akache and Manchester say dear Eddie Kamfo China Musumunyebi.
Youth and Sports, we have instituted a policy direction for investment for our national athletes to safeguard their welfare after the retirement of football. Our dear legends, Ghana and the latest generation of Black Stars will be starting another campaign to emulate what we have achieved years back. We need all of you on board, including the support of your blessings of our legends of all generations. With much humility, I call on all of you to come on board to support us with your blessings, your prayers, your experiences, and your expertise as we embark on the World Cup qualifier campaign and also the AFCON campaign come 2022. One person or one group cannot do it for Mother Ghana. It required a collective effort of everyone, including the legends gathered here today and those of you who could not make it to this occasion. Moving forward, I have decided to hold such interaction in zones across the country so that I can get to interact with those who could not make it here today. I'll also take opportunity to meet other sporting disciplines, not only football. So we'll be meeting legends in boxing, athletics, and other sporting disciplines for a similar exercise to interact with them so that we can tap into their experience and also into their expertise and their blessings. What it's dear to majority of Ghanaians is sports. So I can only say thank you so much for coming. May God bless you and bless whatever you are doing now. We need you on board to support us, and may God bless our homeland Ghana.
Enti Minister Mustafa Yusuf no or Shem Branten Kwan say Samuel Osek to Kufuor Tuga Ethiopia Sansuna Mohamed Tanko or Mohamed Black Stars in pain and Tomina Eche and Branten Gaza Echinano send Obi Bekan say road to Katano send a Black Stars no Ebekono Echinano ministry no accepted from CAF say 2,250 and Ebeko Stadium no Sansuna Black Stars no and you know omo ye press conference normally and some 12 edi nkomo omo wia sanso na ye behwe a friend saying Ethiopia force coach ono so be kasa akire Black Stars nti road to Qatar 2022 no say in a training session ni bibia ebe start lo say na ohunu no 5 to 6:30 p.m. no a training time omo wia o Jordan Ayu and or two on sanso na dede Baba Rahman, Wakasu Mubarak, and I go goalkeeper Olele Kingston, official goalkeeper trainer, and so and our hold match no Basso China Friday 7 o'clock sharp. The Group G Ghana ni Ethiopia and Basso Qatar 2022. Wa obe topic group no and now uko straight Qatar. Yentimi anko Russia 2018, but then the minister nakano. This time there, you say Ethiopia or say channel, but ebedi anenya di ebi say yes I'm fan someone jambra, but the day in pound for say ombetimi aye na 2022 no there yeso yako Qatar. Yensha na CK Akono so say then omo ayebehwe say oni players no be kasa ahead of that particular game, but also more be a man pressure and the Ghana for expectations no a Dawson. But he nya butema say Chinano 7 o'clock sharp near the game no ache so Black Stars against Ethiopia. Young Manchester I saw your brand here your friend Edison assigning 5-year contract for Manchester United.
Deixa-me dar os parabéns.
Obrigado.
Contavas com esta renovação de contrato?
Bom, já era algo que era esperado, né? Porque meu empresário já vinha conversando com os responsáveis do clube. Mas eu sempre foquei no meu trabalho, deixei essa parte a par para o meu empresário, né? Procurei focar só dentro de campo. E ele estava trabalhando fora. E é bom que chegamos num consenso, quanto do clube, quanto da minha parte, quanto do empresário.
O que é que significa para ti esta renovação?
Cara, significa muito. Eu estou muito feliz no clube, na cidade, minha família também está super adaptada, tem um carinho da torcida, meus filhos estão adaptados à escola, minha esposa gosta de estar aqui. Então é algo muito positivo para mim, é sinal que o trabalho vem sendo reconhecido, né? Espero poder continuar trabalhando, me dedicando ao máximo para poder ajudar o time, a equipe, ajudar o clube a conquistar títulos, que nos últimos 4 anos a gente vem numa linha de títulos muito grande e espero que podemos dar continuidade a isso e eu vou continuar trabalhando para que isso continue acontecendo.
Bom, aliás, são 3 taças da Premier League, 4 da Liga Inglesa, uma taça da Inglaterra, 2 supertaças, finalista da Champions League, 2 luvas de ouro e 3 filhos. Imaginavas tudo isto em apenas 4 anos?
Bom, você vê como as coisas aconteceram muito rápido, né? Nos últimos 4 anos minha vida deu um up muito grande, quanto na vida pessoal, quanto na vida profissional. Agradecer a Deus por todas as bênçãos que Ele tem me proporcionado, principalmente minha família, meus filhos.
I'm a Manchester United, but a Manchester City player. And it's a whole team. I'm a Manchester United, but I say 4, say 4. Until say Oba Ababeye Enyoma another 4 extra seasons. I'm a Manchester City. Pep Guardiola and make sure say Anderson are signing Manchester City for 5 good years. Yanko tennis the US Open round 2. Abrante Tsitsipas, the man everybody is looking up to take over from Novak Djokovic and Andy Murray.
It should not have telecommunication devices, no.
Nice job there from Manarino.
30-40.
First hit over the backhand with topspin.
Wow. Game, Tsitsipas.
Really the first time that Manarino has been in with a chance on the return.
He's playing. Set points for the 33-year-old Frenchman. Second set. This is going forward.
Manarino. 7-6.
This has become an Adrian Manarino fan base now. game, set and match. And Tsitsipas. 3 sets to 1. 6-3, 6-4, 6-7, 6-love.
This guy's good.
Terrific performance.
Pass and watch Maranino say, Charlie, me and I'm here now. I'm coming up into Chitty Pass and then the next star in football and tennis. I was here watching a US Open round 2 no, and watching the Bobbery. And Hana Media Good Emu Semina Bissimi Jemumu, Amadache, Hima, and Ifia Mamu. Me, your friend Tony Bebley. Send me canning down, German Snow Comic say, our videos day is gay. Nak house. Bye bye.
I know I'm waiting for something to have.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Ebinum se Muslim for so Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Said the Christopher binum sum Yesu. So I no kra some Muslim for age Bible di. Na ya di mun sam ya adwuma pa. So ya no kra CPA. So okomsheni kronkron Muhammad ala asumdwe ni hire ne na homobro nka ne da. Ne hon komsha horo Bible mu. So I no kra CP say otumfo Nyankopon de yi Quran kronkron. The man the komsheni Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So open yamisumun sema CP ne mu do say dia. Shiami Rashid eje mensa wo ITV dwumadi ayato din Islam in perspective so. Na me fa uma TV ni awaweda wo nyamesam kamu. Na mbem wanya enkyerɛkyerɛ enumuni ntiase. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong.
Islam in Perspective, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock p.m. only on ITV. ITV in Niema Pankwa.
Afe yanko enigidie ensem emu na Celestine Donko trese eye ebo ne bosume da tosudu afi 2021 yemu no enum fofo ka wode ba abonten no ade a enye agos wo chese we eye ni new single na eba se ba behira eye ne fans na afi Ghana menyina
Konkrate beda bontin enema ITV yansu yesake bia Watchrese enche eye Celestine Donko ne nnwuma asese no wode aba bontin no wode beba besum eye Ghana fo na Dynamics Unlimited Incorporative etrema womo ebohu dero se eye Ghana jumtuni eye Celestine Donko obwa no ho na wode sannwom no abesum eye ne fans eye September bosum ne de tosudu ewa afiye mum na enwom no dia wadi atoso ene se only you a watcher say enwom no insemu ewom a entwa endru eye November bosome no na enwom no etumi ababonten na ni nyina no ennam enwom ekuku dam ene hu infoni ababonten ana eno eye afie twemu ana watu din se favor everywhere ana afi thank you na wachirema favor everywhere no eno etumi eboa no eman onya nomination ewo best gospel song category ewo afi wemu anom na beye mfie bebre emu ana Celestine Donko ne nnwom awodo a wato ene nnwuma pa a wobo no ni nyina no etumi enya insunsuanso pa ewo nipa bebre na abra bomu enye omaiga na mumpo wo wiase afa na nyina nso
Blue aye Ghana ni ababawa woto nnwum ye pa na ne wode abeto dwase wode nnwom foforo bi kra ba sa nnwom no wa chechre bema opese won ne bobra ne sene opese ne bobre eye
fine boy baby, sweet boy baby. Me share natural moon.
Say your bought Nana Blue Dindia na will be a enim no esai enyum eye sugar cane. No pressure, save us. And I think this is high life ipia. Why ye a call area fanini now will be a dono. It's answer baba a dian nene ed the year papa pana after 2021. What just what the new for what you dream boy. I any management Kofi music and a stress nana ebenya anyum to phobi and I guitarist music producer and a music label mate Che Rock now on your mo aye juma womuni na eboano ema nyom no etumi ewie peyo na dream boy enyum we wo sha dia ewo reggae flair kakra and so wo de afro melodic vibes and so aka ho afro beats ewo mu and root reggae so eka ho ema nyom no de ye papa na nipa bebre na ehu edru mo pan ye se na blue die anka yeti ni dia na yehu high life and Afrobeat na de eba ne sen and okoye reggae way and chese ababe ni talent esu ye pa obi a eni eje ni dream boy nyum no ehu ye
Love you boy.
Share and some koso will be my so na Zambia mampeni for class abri what they are to ja BBC kasa fidie so say wo share o man no wonum efutuo mu no yade a wo hu say ne hu adru ni ye pa san say wode ne ni ehwe mu no wo hu say sika bi afa baabi a che say nipa bi ede wonsa abo o man ni sika mu pa ene wotam ede akọ
Amane botre se Zambia mempenin foforo a waba e de ato ensentrefo BBC fo anim se sa ohwe ketase hye ne proya akoso wo aban a edi kan wo nanim no a na esuye pa sabre ya wonom antimi anya abato ne kro mu fra aban mu no omugusoa efasika na afenso ade a ekwan omode oman ni sika sembi afasonso emra ma ho kwan ewom se owura hichileme wa modin ankyere wonipa ko a woyo saade nanso omanpanin dada owura lungu a kyere se wono de onye eboni bia etisa owura lungu enana oye Zambia manpanin efiri afe impimienu ni edunumu na ekwani a ofa so wo asomdue mu ede amamuo no ma aban foforo no de ade ankrofo bebre na abo na baso owura hichileme ya wobeye omanpanin foforo ohwere abato nkoa emprenum de nti a amanfo ato abama no ne se osi obeyi ketasehye ene proye free ho na afenso oman ni sikasemu a akofom no nso oba beye ni ye na ohwe mu Zambia yo manya ko wo ko brepa ka eso wo sika nti ohwe mu efiri afe apema hankron ni aduokron otwi mu no oman no edi ye kosi se afrase ya omuka se omusika sema se amane ba se ekakura wo mode wa amanone no wonom antimientia de esese wo mutua asamu a Zambia mempenin foforo eka kyerese so ohwe se de oman no futuo no sika bi anim sesei ne mpotokrokra osusu se abedemu a sika nwuna famu no ohwe ase esochen se de na adwene eye no no na de eha adwen kra ne se eka oman no de no enya de a aban dada no a efiri abamu no atimi a kyere na ode atudwa
Feyefa yeni enchemu ewo Kenya manu emu na mampeni abedi echire ewo Kenya eye William Ruto enei mampen aban ede abetudwa ede atrese ade akopiem ewo Kenya manu sabre ya asrafo na afeso apostifo metwabambofo beye ahamienu ene aduonu enson 275 ana wonum ebo wopani eho ban a ukobia ya wonyan enkukon soso eno so no bambofo ewo ho a wonu nyina no ehwe se biboni bia ento opani
Amane botre se Kenya afisem soafo trefo penny Fred Matiangi ede atudwa se ensesanya aba enipa ebo omampani abedi akire eho ban no ade a adwuma no mo yo a esese omo ye sansesanya no na emo menye minasipo bi ntia o kire mu se polisifoɔ a ɛbɔ owura ruto no ho ban no wɔn yɛ aduoson nan ɛne ahyɛda ayi wɔn afiri apolisifoɔ mpanimfoɔ pa a wɔn aweda adwuma no mu anka wɔn bɔ ɔmanpanin nankasa ho ban emu sɛ ɔmɔ ɔmanpanin abɛdi akyire no ho ban a yɛde ebinom ɛbɔ ewiemhyɛn gyinabea a ne helicopters mmienu esisie ho ban. Nanso omampani abedi akyire ani n'akyitaefoɔ nso ade atudwa sɛ sansesaye a wɔn ayɛ fa ne banbɔ ho ne deɛ ɛbɛma ne banbɔ ho nsɛm no ayɛ bibie wɔ hɔ na ɛyɛ ade a ɛyɛ amanyɔsɛm nti ɛna wɔn ayɛ saa nhyehyɛe n'atia no nanso afisɛm soafoɔ twerɛtwerɛfoɔ panyin ne kyerɛ mu a saa omampani abedi akyire wei ni obi a yɛabɔ ne ho ban paa ɛkyɛn omampani abedi akyire bi a Kenyaman no anya. Nkrɔfoɔ a wɔn mu ani edi saa nsɛm yi akyikyire mu a saa nsɛm yi a yɛde ato dwa yi deɛ ɛbɛma owura ruto no anka dodoɔ no anim sɛ wɔyɛ hustler a ɔne Kenyafoɔ mu yɛ ahiafoɔ na ɛhwibɔ mu no ɛbɛma saa dimpa no a wanya no afiri hɔ koraa ne saa ne nti no n'akyitaefoɔ ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛne ɛbanbɔ nso a ɔman ne de ma mpanimfoɔ mu wɔ aban mu no wɔn nyinaa deɛ ne yɛmfa mɛto dwa nkrɔfoɔ mu ho hia bi ɛwɔ ɔman ne mu deɛ nso yɛnka amanibɔ yi kyerɛ mu sɛ ɔmampanin abɛdi akyire sɛsɛ wɔne ɔmampanin Uhuru Kenyatta ntam ɛnwo te sɛ kane no ɛnam sɛ nka wɔhwɛ anim sɛ afe a yɛbɛsi mu yi sɛ ɔmampanin no ɛde ne dibrɛ ɛɛto hɔ a nka ɔno na obɛgyina n'anan mu nanso ɛnyɛ adeɛ a ɔmampanin no bodwo so saa.
Me yɛboaboa no de bɛsom ne nyinaa no yɛde ebesi nanse na yɛbɛkɔ ne yɛhwɛ nsɛm baako mmienu bi ɛtɔ dwa ɛwɔ kaseɛbɔ yi emu.
Agenda 111 hospitals a mampani ɛse wɔ ba besi no opani bi akasa ɛde afa ho sɛ wa obɛsɔre etie bia no ɛyade ana bɛyie ɛhyɛ wani ase.
Jomoromra hye bedwani ene wɔde ntuma ɛkɔbɔ adehye a wɔnom ɛwɔ elubo ɛma wɔnom ɛte tesukɔkɔ ɛde kyerɛ aban.
Sanso ɛna KNUST department bi ayɛ nhwehwɛmu ɛfa ɛyɛ tobacco a ɛwɔ yedwa so wɔ ɔmamu ha.
Wɔn ensamfoforo mu nso so no wɔ doctor ni bi ɛde afutuo de kɔ ɛma wɔnom a ɛfa enuro wa bra aba wɔnom kɔn ho sɛ wɔbɛyɛ bibi ɛwɔ empem sɛm wɔ ni afoforo bi ɛka ho ɛne ɛde ɛbɛso akenkanfo agye pene ɛde kaseɛ ɛde brɛ wɔyɛ medache hima afia akonomini mini aba
afia mamu yada wase ama omunisha ajetie.